Hi, I'm Joyce, the Energy Lady. I'm going to tell a story on myself today, actually, an experience that I had last weekend. And I was able to attend a creative workshop, which was really fun. It was run by Taylor Victoria, who's a local artist here who does murals, and she's phenomenal. So I was so excited to go as a participant and to be a part of that for a whole day. Just play, and I'm not in charge, and it was the best. But also, I really was excited about just being creative because I love doing creative things. So one of the exercises that Taylor had us do was she had us do a meditation. And in that meditation, she had us see ourselves as a 3-year-old. And what kind of things did that 3-year-old do to be creative or to play or have fun? And what did we experience with that 3-year-old? And I was a playful child. I'm still a playful person. I feel like, I guess, lucky that I've always been pretty joyful. And so when I saw that little 3-year-old, it was fun, and I experienced her and felt her joy and her happiness. And then she showed me something, and she showed me a building. And I suddenly had this memory come up inside of me. And my earliest memories of being abused as a child was about 3 years old. And all of a sudden, I just kind of felt that yuckiness in my stomach. And I thought, wow, I did not see this coming. And so when we finished with the meditation, she had us just take 2 art tools in both hands. And I had 2 different colors of pastel, green and yellow, or green and blue. And we just started coloring. And so I just started playing and coloring with the colors. And then I put my brush in the watercolor, and I thought it was orange, but I actually put it in the brown. And I watercolored one little spot in all my bright colors on my page and thought, that little dark spot is something I've got to work with. That little dark spot is something that showed up in that meditation that day that's like, oh, I guess we got to take care of that. And when I say take care of that, is I came home and I told Steve, my husband, who we work together, and we not only teach together, but we also muscle test with each other to clear things up that we're dealing with. And I said, something showed up today, and I know I'm going to need to work on this and deal with this. And so we were able to do some muscle testing and address the memories that I had that at that 3-year-old age of whatever took place in that building that little girl showed me. Now, I have to say I did years of therapy after I had my first memories back in my 30s of my abuse, the abuse that took place. And, I can say, gosh, yeah, I've forgiven, I've let go, I've released. I feel really clear with that. And I have felt that way. But when that showed up in that meditation, I thought, oh, there's a spot. There's a little spot there that needs to be looked at and released. And we were able to do that with the muscle testing. And we were able to release the pain that was connected to that memory. I did a lot of crying when we were doing the work. I don't always, but I did in that moment. And experienced some anger and some deep feelings that showed up. And that's sometimes what happens when you do the muscle testing work and even the energy work. Is there was a time I remember when somebody was doing an energy cleanse on me in one of my classes that I was attending, not teaching, and they were working on my back heart chakra, and all of a sudden emotions just started showing up. And so that's typically, the back heart chakra is typically past history stuff. And so it was a good experience for me and a reminder to me that things are not always finished or complete or completely done. And I have to admit, I felt really done with the work that I'd been doing. And yet that little thing, that one little memory showed up in that work, in that meditation. So that is the kind of work that I do with clients. I do it for myself. I work on myself. When things show up for me, I work on me. I do my own energy cleanses. I have my husband do muscle testing with me. And that's the kind of work then too I do with clients, to help them to get resolution so they're not haunted, so that they're not disturbed by whatever that is that's bothering them from the past. So if that's something that resonates with you and there's something you want to address, then reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. You can book a free consult on my website, and let's see if I can help you. So with that, I hope you have a really great day. Thanks.